Hari Om. Welcome back to our continuing study of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha from the pages of Poojya Swamiji's, Poojya Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Geetha home study course. We are together exploring Shloka 11 of chapter 17, in which Krishna talks about Satviki ritual and the person who performs the Satviki ritual. We saw that such a person who performs a ritual that the Shastra enjoins is not interested in either dharma or artha or kama, purusharthas. On the contrary, he is seeking the knowledge that will free him from all of them. The knowledge of his own higher self, the knowledge of the Atma, that will give him the Parama Purushartha, which is moksha. When that is the aim, the most that any karma can give is a mind that is prepared to gain knowledge. So he undertakes the ritual resolving the mind, manaha samadhaya. Manaha samadhaya, that is, with reference to the Purushartha, he is very resolved that he has nothing to really gain from this ritual. Or manaha samadhaya can mean making the mind tranquil. It means there is a certain cheerfulness while performing the ritual. Otherwise, if he is not interested in artha, kama, or dharma and is asked to do a ritual, there can be a reluctance or lack of enthusiasm. With such an attitude, with such an attitude, that karma is not going to be sattvika. When there is reluctance or lack of cheerfulness and no readiness to perform the karmas enjoined by the Shastras, it will not be sattvika. The karma will not be sattvika. The ritual will not be sattvika. Therefore, what is meant here is that it is done with a composed, cheerful mind. I will talk about some of the important Nitya karmas that are enjoined by the Shastras later after we finish studying this shloka. The mind will naturally be tranquil when he or she is clear that the Purushartha is moksha. He performs the ritual not being swayed by other desires. Such a ritual is considered sattvika. In fact, karma yoga, such an attitude is the foundation of karma yoga itself. There is a certain tranquility, there is a certain cheerfulness with which the person not only performs the karma, but is also cheerful and tranquil while receiving the karma phala. As it is, he is not interested in dharma, artha, and kama. So he's least bothered about what the karma phala is. Yet, even if there is a delay in achieving the highest purushartha, namely moksha purushartha, he is never disturbed. He goes about doing what is to be done. Period. This is what is enjoined by the Shastras. I will jolly well do it. He is a rule unto himself. This cheerfulness and tranquility is the rehearsal ground, as it were. This karma yoga that results in cheerfulness and tranquility is the rehearsal ground to prepare this person's mind to even recognize the absolute ananda, absolute cheerfulness, and absolute tranquility that is Brahman. Karma yoga is a very important step on the spiritual ladder. A ritual is sattvika when it fulfills all these requirements. It should be done by a person who is interested only in antakarana shuddhi for moksha and nothing else. The mind is therefore resolved on that. There is manas samadhaya, and the attitude is, it is to be done by me. Period. It is to be done by me. And he also understands that further, it should be done in keeping with what is laid down in the Shastra. In this one verse, Krishna points out the essence of all that he has been saying about Karma Yoga. In this one verse, Krishna points out the essence of all that he has been saying about Karma Yoga. Generally, karma means a Vedic ritual, generally, which is normally performed for the sake of getting punya. If it is done only for antahkarana shuddhi, if it is done only for antahkarana shuddhi, it becomes karma yoga. When we talk about karma yoga, the meaning of karma is extended to include duties. The Pancha Mahayajnas are the best duties that a grihastha can execute. I will I wish to talk about the Pancha Mahayajnas here at the end of this shloka. When we talk about Karma Yoga, the meaning of karma is extended to include duties. Otherwise, this cannot apply to Arjuna and to all of us. He is not being asked to perform a ritual, but to fight a battle. He is not being asked to do a ritual, perform a ritual. As a Kshatriya, he has to fight the Mahabharata battle, the war. Therefore, karma here covers not only Vedic rituals, but also all duties and interactions with people. The word karma here covers not only Vedic rituals, but also all duties and interactions with people. This brings us to the end of the study of Shloka 11, very profound shloka, in which Poojya Swamiji says Krishna brings out the essence of all that he has been saying about Karma Yoga. Now, let me whet my appetite to share with you what the important, the valuable Nitya Karmas called the Pancha Mahayajnas are. What are they? The five great ways of worship. Pancha Mahayajnaha. Let me first enumerate them. These yajnas are classified under Nitya Karmas. Number one, Deva Yajnaha. Number two, Rishi Yajnaha. Number three, Pitru Yajnaha. Number four, Manushya Yajnaha. And number five, Bhuta Yajnaha. Deva Yajnaha, Rishi Yajnaha, Pitru Yajnaha, Manushya Yajnaha, and Bhuta Yajnaha. Let us look at briefly what each of these yajnas mean. Deva Yajna means, as the words imply, worship of God. As Swami Chinmayananda would say, make an appointment with God. Consciously set apart quality time to be with God, either in the form of performing a daily puja at home, 15 to 20 minutes of our valuable time. Make an appointment with God. Either performing a puja at home or going to a nearby temple and participating in a puja at the temple. Either way, you are saying to yourself, God doesn't want your time. You're saying to yourself, I am making a conscious attempt to make an appointment with God. Valuing God, who is the one who is the karma phala data. He is the one who is our greatest support through this samsaric existence. He is our kaivartaka. He is our boatman to ferry us across this ocean of samsara. That being the case, should we not make an appointment dedicating quality time in worshipping Him? We must. This is the first of the 5 Panchamahayajnas, and it is a Nitya Karma. For a Grihastha who is desiring Antahkarana Shuddhi. Then comes Rishi Yajna, another important Yajna, in which we read with reverence. Incidentally, I forgot to mention that this Deva Yajna that I talked about as the first Panchamahayajna, first of the Panchamahayajnas, has to be performed with reverence. Bhakti. Bhakti is the atmosphere in which all of these 5 yajnas, the Mahayajnas, are to be performed. Then we come to Rishi Yajna. We should, with reverence, not only read works that have been composed by our great acharyas and our rishis, like for example the Vishnu Sahasranama, for example Parayanam of the Vishnu Sahasranama, or the Lalita Sahasranama, or even the Bhagavad Geetha. Or any work that has been composed by our great acharyas. To start with, to begin with, to read them with great reverence in any language. Need not be in Sanskrit. It can be in any language of that man knows, but it has to be spiritual literature. It can be even the Puranas, the Itihasas, the Bible, the Quran, the Zen Avesta, anything that brings you in connection with not only the rishis, but through the rishis, God Almighty. This is when the first yajna, Deva Yajna, is the direct worship of God. Here we are invoking God through our rishis and our acharyas. We are paying our respects to our rishis and acharyas when we value their writings and their teachings. This is the second Mahayajna to be performed daily by a householder. Nitya Karma. Then the third Mahayajna is called Pitru Yajna. Means primarily taking care of the older generation, meaning our parents and our grandparents who are living with us with utmost care and reverence, and setting an example for the next generation, for them to carry forward the baton of this great yajna, and also perform our duties to our forefathers who are not with us anymore, by way of Shraddha, by way of Shraddha and Tarpana, etc. This is another duty. Deva Yajna is a duty, a daily duty. Rishi Yajna is a daily duty. Pitru Yajna is a daily duty. Then you have Manushya Yajna. Manushya Yajna. Service to humanity. Service to humanity. The best form of service could be distributing food and water, Annadanam and Water Danam, and any other form of charity that should extend to at least one member outside our family. Yes, they say charity begins at home, no doubt. That is why we talked about it in the Pitri Yajna portion. Now, our awareness is called to extend beyond our families and take care of the welfare of the world, of the small society around us. And then the whole world become a global citizen, not just a small, having a small family and taking care of we two and our two or our one. This is Manushya Yajna, a duty to society to be performed daily, Nitya Karma. And finally, we have Bhuta Yajna, which means taking care of the flora and fauna to maintain an ecological balance in the environment that we live in. Seeing to it that we are sensitive to the ways of nature. Seeing to it that we do not disturb nature to such an extent that the consequences are irreversible. This involves, as we all know, planting more trees, greening the earth. They're talking about the earth's temperature having risen by 3.5 degrees centigrade. Global warming is being talked about today. We have to do our bit to stem further degeneration. These are the 5 great yajnas, the Pancha Maha Yajnas, that have to be performed on a daily basis by a karma yogi who intends to travel, to accelerate on the spiritual path. First by getting Chitta Shuddhi, Antakarana Shuddhi, and then getting the all important knowledge about his own higher nature. This is what I wanted to talk about as the five great yajnas, the Panchamaha yajnas that are part of the Nitya Karmas. We will continue our study with the next mantra or next shloka in the upcoming capsules and take it forward. Until then, Hari Om. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyad Sajjana Shantimapnuyad Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om